So hello everyone. Now our aim is the name of the experiment is working on Angular JavaScript directives. So the first aim is to design a simple calculator that can add, subtract, multiply or divide upon the input from the user using JavaScript, and design a to-do list to organize and prioritize using Angular JavaScript, and also add delete button on the right side on the list. Use A to simulate a button and function to handle the click on delete button, and name matching filter using Angular JavaScript. Filter the name on items when content based on the letters input key file text. So the first one is give a we have to take input from the user and perform multiplication, subtraction, addition or division depending upon the input given by the user. The second one is we have to give a to-do list organizer using Angular JavaScript, so that in such a way that we can add, delete the tasks. And third one is we have to give a user the facility so that he can sort the items based on his preference. The letters, the if he types the names, he can get according to it. So first one, number is 9. If we add it, it is 144. Subtract it, it is 4. So 59 might add 144. So in case of subtraction, it is subtracting 55 from 59. So it is 4. Multiplication, it is 3245. And division, this is the division. And if you go to next page and new item, so the capacity is reached. So what I am gonna do, is I am going to delete it. And as we can see, we entered the data, and now if we double click it, it will start to delete. So this is the functionality that we have to add for it. And this is filtering. So if I click H, there are only two in this list that contain H are Coimbatore, Chennai and Hyderabad. So if I click H, so H is first letter in Hyderabad, whereas in Chennai it is second letter. So as we can see, this is, and now I am going to give C and A. So here we can't see any difference because every letter contains A. So I am giving B. So these are the words that contain B. So this is filtering. So we did it. So The description: Angular JavaScript is a structural framework. JavaScript has many frameworks. Each one is tailored to different purposes. So Angular is particularly used for websites and dynamic web applications. It lets you use HTML as your template language and let you extend HTML syntax to express your application commitments clearly and succinctly. So, and data binding: it is a automatic synchronization of data between model and view components. And scope is, these are objects that refer to model. They act as a glue between controller and view. And the controller, these are JavaScript function bound to particular scope. And filter, these select a subset of items from an array and returns a new array. Directives are markers of DOM elements such as attributes, CSS, and more. These can be used to create HTML tags that serve as new custom widgets. AngularJS has been built in derivatives such as ngbind, ngModel, etc. AngularJS framework can be divided into three major categories. ngapp, this directive defines and links an Angular JavaScript application to HTML. This directive binds the value of AngularJS application data to HTML input controls. ngbind, this binds AngularJS to HTML tags. Next, it is required to tell which HTML contains of Angular JavaScript. You can, by adding napp attribute to root HTML of AngularJS. You can either add it to HTML or the element as shown. View, this is part of view, tells AngularJS which controls to use this view HTML, and so controller or the code registers the control function named hello controller in AngularJS named myapp, Angular module named myapp, and ng directive incorporates the template once per item from a collection. Each template instance gets its own scope where the given loop variables is set to current collection items and $index is set to item index or key. So this is the source code. This is the output. So this is how the code works, and the aim is satisfied, and the output is according to what we have desired. Thank you.